What is a good long-term investment when it comes to interior design? Is that like kind of a thing where you're like, okay, this is going to hold its value whenever you're designing?
Oh, okay. So a long-term investment is, of course, custom millwork and, any kind of furnishing. It could be a coffee table. It could be your dining table, your dining chairs. It's really important that, um, you know, buyers don't skimp on their furniture.
Yeah, it elevates the space for sure.
That's right. It elevates the space, and it lasts for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And what are some things that first-time home buyers make mistakes on whenever they first buy a home? They think, oh, I want to do it like this. Do you ever see like a reoccurring theme?
Maybe they have furniture in the space that's too large, or they painted a room a color that's either too dark, or it might not be the right finish.
What makes a smaller apartment feel like a bigger apartment?
Okay, so incorporating mirrors.
Okay.
That always makes an apartment feel much larger. Hanging like vertical mirrors on a wall.
Okay.
Or it can be a set of gallery mirrors that you hang on. Like if you're hanging like a series of 8 gallery style mirrors on the wall, that can also make the space appear larger. I would say low platform furniture. So like a low profile sofa, a low profile accent chair, like in a living area space, can make the ceilings appear taller.
Okay.
Also, hanging drapery closer to the ceiling, that also like elongates the room and makes the room look larger. Major don't is not paying attention to scale. And not taking into consideration like size of like light fixtures. Like for instance, let's say if you have a low ceiling, you have a low ceiling height of 8 feet, or even if it's like 7.5 feet, 7.5 to 8 feet, then what you want is what's called like a flush mount fixture. You really don't want a fixture that's hanging any lower than 10 inches from the ceiling. Okay. Or else, like, when you stretch your arms, you'll keep knocking into it. So that's like a major don't that I see all the time. I see fixtures in a space that are just too large.
So one time we had this buyer, and she bought a pre-war apartment. There was this beautiful brick wall, and she decided she wanted to paint it white, but she actually ended up regretting it and didn't even like it white. Do you think that some apartments should just keep the charm?
It really depends on the client.
Yeah.
It really depends on the aesthetic, what aesthetic that the client is looking for. I listen to how they want the space designed, but I also guide them. So for instance, if it's an older apartment, they want to modernize it. Usually in older apartments, like the color of the floors tend to be like a little darker, or tend to like look really orange. So I would maybe lighten up the refinish the floor so that they're a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Maybe what I would do is change out the crown molding, right? Maybe if the baseboards are usually a little higher in pre-war apartments, maybe I would modernize it by, narrowing the baseboard a little bit.
Do you also work with renters in interior design, or mainly buyers?
I mainly work with buyers, but I have worked with renters as well. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So renters, I mean, they can't make those permanent changes, but what kinds of stuff do you recommend that they do to make a space feel more personalized?
Oh, yes. I actually usually try to encourage renters to utilize peel and stick wallpaper. When you're ready to move, it's easy to peel off. Yeah. That's a great way to add personality. You can add it anywhere. You can add it in your entryway, your bedroom. You can add it in your kitchen. Right. It's a lot of fun to work with.
Yeah. And recently I actually rented more of a darker apartment. It's in a brownstone. It's beautiful. But, space is limited in there. The lighting's a little dark. What kinds of things would you recommend for storage and lighting?
So for lighting, what I would do is I would recommend layering the lighting.
Okay.
So layering the lighting, meaning installing it at different heights so that each lighting source functions the way it needs to function. I would hang one fixture on the ceiling, and then what I might do is install under cabinet lighting. So let's say if I have the ceiling fixture in the kitchen on a dimmer, I won't have to have it, working as hard. I can probably dim the overhead light a little bit, and I can just focus on, utilizing the under cabinet lighting, like for whatever work I'm doing on the countertop.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. And for storage, what kinds of things would you recommend for that?
Okay, so for storage, you know, sometimes a good IKEA hack.
Yeah.
You know, I actually did that in my own apartment. I had this long wall, I had this great negative space, and I bought what's called the Besta cabinets from IKEA, and I made it multifunctional. I have drawers in the center, I have doors on either side, and it functions as all my storage.
I love that. Yeah, I actually have a little table too that has storage in it. Do you ever use those hacks? Like, I think they even have sofas now that have under storage and stuff.
Oh yeah, sofas are a really great way. That's a great investment, like sofas that have storage in them.
Okay.
Because you can lift up, like let's say if you have like a bumper sectional and you have an ottoman at the end of the sectional, you can lift up the ottoman and that'll have storage in it. That's really great for renters.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, that's really good to know.
My name is Mercedes Kerrison. I am the founder and principal designer of Abode Interiors.
So if anyone wanted to get connected to you, what is the best way?
Oh, well, the best way is to go to our website, Abode Interiors NYC, or you can also follow us on Instagram at Abode Interiors NYC.
Great. Yeah, thank you.